There we go. That's a bit better. That's a bit better. The final act of the evening, and I'm going to welcome up. She's local. She's up and coming. Please welcome up Jeanette Wheatley.
So it's good to be here, and clearly I'm the only one that bothered to, well actually, we've got other people that embrace the May the 4th thing as well, but you know, so a lot of my first beginning jokes are completely about Star Trek, so bear with me, and they're all very accessible, so that's fine. So clearly I've gone full original series with the outfit. I did order this mini com badge from Amazon. I did not realize it was going to be quite so tiny. This is the problem, you know, metric, imperial, you know, freedom units, as we say in my country. So apparently I'm not that observant when ordering millimeters. But either way, you know, it's kind of an interesting concept because, you know, when they're beaming down to the planet or whatever, and they're always, you know, they gotta, you know, beam me up Scotty or whatever. They're never really quiet, are they? You know, like they're just like talking like nobody's listening, which seems like a very operational security issue on a lot of these missions where you've got like a black tar monster or something right around the corner, listening to what you're telling your starship. So yeah, it's more like a, beam me up, Scotty.
Okay.
I don't know. But yeah, so this dress, you know, I didn't buy this just for this. I actually bought it for a Christmas party, a work Christmas party actually, in way back in pre-COVID times. And I was like, oh, we'll always be able to double as a Halloween costume for Star Trek, you know? And then COVID happened, and we haven't had a Halloween that was dress-upable for like 2 years. So I guess you guys are the first ones to see it in Star Trek action. That's awesome. But yeah, so anyway, so clearly I'm not from around here. I do live in Agbrick, but you know, I'm originally American. And when I first started coming to Wakefield, my partner lived here. I was living in Bucharest, where this is normal Christmas party. Heck, this is normal office attire in Bucharest, realistically. Like, I've been to my corner shop in Bucharest a few times to buy like a potato, and they'd be like, "Are you okay?" Sure, why are you worried about me, and why do you suddenly speak English? We were worried about you, you're not wearing makeup. But, so I started commuting to here from Bucharest, which was a bit of a transition, you know, like, you know, I had a pretty good life in Bucharest, you know, penthouse downtown, out every night, 24-hour shops. Here you're a bit lucky if they're still open at 9. But, you know, I adjusted, and one of the things that really helped me adjust was the knowledge that some of the most famous people in Britain have spent an awful lot of time in Wakefield. Really? Yeah, I mean, you got Shipman. It's an impressive list of names, actually, many of which you might actually recognize. But, you know, it always shocked me quite a lot as well that, you know, that they put the prison literally right next to the train station. Smack dab in the middle of the country. You know, you can be in London in 2 hours, you can be in Edinburgh in 2 hours. Doesn't necessarily seem all that safe in terms of, you know, escape possibilities, does it? You just pop right out. But, you know, I'm sure if there were an escape, that the barriers at Westgate train station would definitely stop them. I've definitely never seen anybody go in the Costa and then out the back door onto the platform. That would never happen, never. And even if that were to happen, I'm sure that the train conductors wouldn't just ignore them in the bathroom until Peterborough. So yeah, I mean, we feel pretty safe around here, really, you know, with the prison and all that even. You know, Monster Mansion, lovely place. But you know, so my house is about a mile from the prison and very close to the train line. And when I first started coming here, there was this one night, there's all of these helicopters going over our neighborhood in like a grid pattern, so you know they're looking for something, right? And it's like freaking my cats out in the yard, and like, I'm like, this isn't good. Like, I run upstairs, I'm like, Nige, my partner, I'm like, I think that there's a prisoner like on the loose or something. Why else are they canvassing our neighborhood from overhead? He's like, Jen, they're just searching for weed. They're looking for the heat signatures. I'm like, great. Well, they freaked out my cats. And so Trotsky, one of the cats, is out in the yard meowing at something. And I'm convinced that there is no prisoner at this point. So I'm like, okay, well, I'll go outside, unlock the door, go out. And Trotsky's just sitting there looking at this thing. And Trotsky's the scaredest cat ever, right? And she's just meowing at this ball of something on the ground, and I can't really see it because it's dark. So I grab a stick and start poking it, because what else are you gonna do, right? I turn it over, and it's a hedgehog. And did you also know it's actually National Hedgehog Awareness Week this week in Britain? So this is, you know, also relevant. So I'm freaking out. Trotsky's freaking out. I run back in the house. I'm like, Nige, you gotta go get a box. Jen, what do we need a box for? I'm like, we have to put it in a box and keep it overnight. It's a hedgehog, like, you know, like we gotta keep it overnight. He's like, why? And I'm like, so we can find its owners. Because in my country, we don't have those as wild animals, they're pets, you know? And he's just looking at me like, you're crazy, and, you know, so. Anyway, lots of cultural fun differences between England and America, and you guys have been a great audience. Have a good night all.
Jeanette Wheatley!